Hey guys, what is it, like Thursday or something? It seems like a long time since I've made a video. So I decided to do this one because I've been tinkering around with my iMovie software all morning. Because at the class of 2K12, we've been looking at the initial sort of book trailer for the class of 2K12 and just the early beginning stages of it. So you're not going to get to see it anytime soon because we don't have a website yet, as far as I can tell. And anyway, so it kind of inspired me to try my hand at making a book trailer because I've never done it before. Which is odd because I like to do videos, so you'd think I would do that. But I mean, what I do, because I'm in this weird place between having my book sold and actually having to do more work on that book. I mean, I've done sort of made some promo connections for YA, but you know, I'm probably the end of May, June is probably the next time I'm actually going to be working on it. So I jumped into another project, and when I do that, I do things like I make like inspiration covers. This is one for Velveteen. And I wanted, for Velveteen, I wanted it to have sort of this ethereal look. So I looked through some Japanese art, and there were things of, I think it was called reverse topography, shadow imagery. And that's where I kind of got the image for Velveteen. And obviously, you know, it was just an idea. I like the way it looks, and it sort of gives a feel for how ethereal the book can be. But at the same time, it's also very dark and snarky and disturbing, and which is, I think, comes off in the cover design. But you know, it's just something that I look at. Then I can get back into the writing of it, the revising of it. It just gives me kind of a hope that one day it'll have its own cover and, you know, whatever. So, but this time I wanted to try something a little different. I did go ahead and do the cover, but instead it's a cover for a character scrapbook. The project's called Distemper, and I don't know if that's going to be the final title, but it's about an apocalyptic event, a virus that kind of goes global and creates these horrible creatures that, you know, these kids in this one school have to defend against by turning their school into a fortress. That's the basic premise of it. The overriding theme that I want to explore and sort of where my head is at is that I want it to be very darkly comic. So imagine the sort of heightened reality of a show like Glee if that were a horror movie with lots of blood and gore. So I want to take the idea of high school and turn it into something more surreal, as if it's not already surreal enough. I mean, I remember, you know, I remember it being surreal. Maybe it's less so now. It would be sad. It would be sad for you to tell me in the comments that it is less surreal than I imagine it is now. That would make me sad. But, so instead of doing just the cover, which you'll be able to see the cover in this, I did a book trailer. And here it is. What did you think? I mean, that's my first attempt at a book trailer. I mean, I like the iMovie software because it allows you to do lots of different things. And then before you ask, that's the song in that one is BBB by 9 Inch Nails, or not? No. It's How to Destroy Angels is that song, and which has Trent Reznor in it. So I'm just mixed up. But anyway, so that gives a little bit of sort of the intro to the book, like what happens in the very beginning, and then the images of the characters are kind of who I see in each of those characters' spaces. And it's a multiple POV book, which I'm excited about because I was really inspired by the Gone series by Michael Grant, and but before that, and I think the reason why I love Gone so much is that it has a very strong sort of Stephen King vibe. And Stephen King is always doing multiple POV type books. Or he did in his early career, like The Stand and I would say, oh my God, It. It would be a huge one. It is actually probably a really good inspiration book for distemper. So anyway, I don't know. I know a lot of you guys are writers. I know a lot of you guys are readers. Do you even watch book trailers? I mean, I kind of like them if they're very different. I mean, that being said, I probably wouldn't like my own. I don't know. Do you like it? I don't know. Let's talk about book trailers in the comments, and that's that. Well, I guess we'll have something to talk about. Anyway, that's